Now to IT-Mate. You are being exposed to what the EPA calls forever chemicals. These chemicals are found in clothes, cookware, fast food wrappers. Just about everything that you touch is treated with these chemicals.
IT-Mate's senior investigative reporter Richard Essex found out how the EPA is now targeting the effects on your drinking water.
Forever chemicals earn the name because they don't naturally break down in the environment, and many of these chemicals have been linked to health concerns like cancer. And there's a good chance that right now you are surrounded by products that have been treated with these compounds.
I think it's really important that people realize that it is in lots of products that they use. It's in their homes, their offices, their makeup, their paper products, plastics. It would take, probably an hour to list them all.
One of the primary exposure sources to forever chemicals is drinking water. This week, the EPA started the process to limit your exposure by limiting the amount of forever chemicals in your drinking water. Currently, water companies are required to test and alert you if the levels exceed a certain limit. The proposed EPA rules add 6 compounds that are currently not regulated. Professor Lee says that forever chemical hotspots are typically found downstream from certain industrial facilities and in residential wastewater. The chemicals in question are referred to as PFAS.
We're all playing a role in this, even if we don't know. And so I really try to empower consumers to start to think about where they're buying their products and what they're buying, because there's way before regulations come out, there's already lots of companies that are saying by a certain date, we are going to have no PFAS-containing furniture, no PFAS-containing clothing, no PFAS-containing packaging. They're working towards that, so we need to support those efforts.
The Indiana Department of Environmental Management is in the middle of a 3-year limited survey of forever chemicals in drinking water. The agency has identified more than a dozen drinking water supplies with detectable levels of these compounds. The final phase of the testing is ongoing and the results have not been published. Professor Lee says the levels of certain forever chemicals have dropped after the 2 largest manufacturers of these chemicals changed their manufacturing process.
I think it's really important for people to not be fearful. We've been living with these chemicals in our lives for several decades now. Okay, so we don't need to be fearful, but we should be mindful. Do the part that they can do, which is, try to be more attentive to buying products that actually advertise being PFAS free.
The EPA could adopt new drinking water regulations in the next 60 days, but it could take several months for these rules to be implemented. In Indianapolis, Richard Essex, Wish TV, IT-Mate.